Hello and welcome guys, today we're gonna continue the road to top 100 for Axie Infinity Origin. The team has changed a little bit as I have a risky fish on my mid lane, but other than that nothing has really changed. We are sitting on board 1, which is currently 1800. I haven't played a lot, but let's jump into our first game. And in the first game we are facing off versus a front lane Aqua with Heart of the Ocean, and then a mid lane Bug, which I haven't really seen a lot, but we're gonna go for the bubble. You can see that they have changed the energy count to be matching with this symbol right here. It's definitely a good change. I'm not sure whether I want to play Shield or whether I want to play the risky fish for the damage. I'm still gonna have red ear and I shouldn't really die in this turn, so I think going for damage will be okay. My opponent has also decided to go for an attack, but he also played shield. So with that, what do I want to do? Unfortunately, I can't really apply my tiny turtle because it doesn't break the shield. I think going for a Mavis. Little Owl, just so I can get that one stacking, and Risky Beast will be the best of options. 156 health on that front lane, and we also get that Mavis going. My front lane shouldn't really be dying this turn. 354 health on that, and it will regenerate the next turn. Goldfish, he's gonna get that extra card. And what else can he do? 2 energy left, and my opponent goes for the clear to get some extra cards. Discard a bunch of them as well. And he goes for a Navaga, which has an initial effect, and that definitely was not initial. We do have a red ear as well, and I think going for the eggshell will be the best play right here. Now I can go for the eggshell, I can get a kill with the tiny dino, which I think I should be getting, and then I can play the red ear on the back lane. And I kind of want to go for the Nemo because I have bubble paste on it. No, I have it on my telescope, never mind, so we can skip that one. And it's now 3 versus 2. I do have an eggshell on my back lane. He does have the shield leecher, which does steal 40 shield from my birdie, but the bird fortunately doesn't drop below half health, so my rune is still applying. And now what do I want to go for? I think telescope with a risky fish will be the way to go. I can go for the risky, I can go for the little owl, I can go for the tiny, and then a curved spine from the front lane. Make that happen. Mavis does die, but I don't think that he does have enough to kill my reptile, which is okay. 82 damage from the back lane. Pins for 62. I mean, the bubbles are always helping. 105 shield on that mid lane is quite a lot. I mean, he keeps stealing my my shield, but the good thing is that I can stack my little owls when he does try to do that. I could go for another eggshell, but I don't really want to lose the ability of attacking or dealing more damage when I have this rune. So I'm gonna go for Risky Beast, and I think Shoal Star will be able to take this bug down in the next round. And I do have a retain on my Shoal Star, so I can definitely kill that bug. And we should be winning the game from there. And my opponent does play 70 shield, so we can finish him off with a Shoal Star. I don't think he's expecting that. Then go for the post fight and probably play a red ear on the front. I could just go for the Nemo and the Goo if I want to be a bit of a nuisance as well, or help myself out for the card draws. But this should be a win, and you can see the power of eggshell and regenerator. I mean, it's really, really helpful when you can just shuffle the targeting and your opponent can't really do too much about it. Makes the game much, much easier to play. And with the setup that I have, I think a Mavis with as much damage as I can will make the most sense. You can see that the cards are dealing over 100 damage now for the little owls. And I mean, dealing 100 damage versus an Axie that only has 370 should be quite the easy win, especially that I have my Mavis as well, which is going to give me some extra card damage potential in the next round, because it will decrease the energy that I have on one of my cards. And we can finish off that Axie at the back and hopefully win this first game. No surprises here. Little Owl, I think that does it. If not, we can go for the Soul Star. I think they should change the shuffling part right here at the start. When you draw the revenge cards, it takes a little bit too much time. They can shave a couple of seconds, maybe even a minute from a game time if they do smoothen that transition out. And the second game, we are playing versus a triple aqua team, but the calcium is in the mid lane. Now that is interesting. You don't really see that happening too often. I'm gonna go for the risky beast. I'm gonna go for the telescope of the gill, because I really want to be able to use that gill. And I think that's gonna do it. You can see that I do have 2 bubbles playing it this way. Telescope with bubble paste, and then gill gives me another bubble. We have 2 bubbles on each Axie on the 62 damage going to the reptile. As always helpful to just try and keep this reptile alive for as long as I can, because of the regenerator rune. It's so powerful, it just provides you with a lot of utility. He is shuffling daisies into my pile, which are a dick to deal with, because daisies, you can't really discard daisies, or they're not ethereal or they're not banishable, so it's hard to deal with them that way. I could go for the tiny turtle and the soul star. It could be a way to play this. I could also go for the eggshell, but I don't really like playing the eggshell versus a triple aqua team, and the reason for that is because they can very easily deal enough damage to ruin this rune. So I don't want to do that myself. I think that he still has 1 Nemo potentially, so he might be able to kill this reptile. He might not. If he doesn't have a Nemo, he will struggle. Unfortunately, my opponent doesn't kill me in that round, but can I save myself? Mavis on the front lane this time, because I want my opponent to waste a card on it. I also want to play a red EA on the reptile, and then a little owl, just so we can keep stacking that damage. And I still don't think that he can break through this. 1 card wasted on the Mavis, and then I don't think he does have a lethal on that reptile. 190 shield with 2 bubbles. He does have a soul star in the mid lane, but he might not be able to get in range. Inkling shuffles another card in my discard pile, which I really don't want to be drawing. Does have the fear as well. Fear not the best, because I do have a tiny dino with retain that I really want to use, but because he does play that fear, I might not be able to play that. Let's see what we can do this round. Playing a gill is not going to be that good. I think I'm just going to go little owl. I'm going to go for an eggshell as well, and go for a risky fish, and I think I can get a kill here, honestly, or it's very close to it. I'm gonna retain that tiny dino for 1 more round, because he's attacking my back lane anyway, so I don't have to play it. I can just wait the fear out and then play the tiny dino in the next turn when I'm clear of the fear, but it also deals a little bit more damage, so maybe I can get a kill there. And now we will be able to get a kill here. I'm just thinking how to do this in the best way. I think this soul star, and then I can keep going for some more damage. Actually, I'll play the shield, I think, with the tiny dino. Just get a little bit of damage on that back lane, get rid of those reptile cards. And 250 is still not easy to break through, but we will see what my opponent can do. He's probably still dealing with some revenge cards. Not all of them, but maybe a couple. If he does have a koi, he kills this reptile. Does go for the goldfish. Does have a bloodlust as well. Fallen, a sword will not do it. So he didn't have a koi. He wasn't able to kill me. And I think this will be a very, very easy win from here on out. I can just go for the post fight. If I really want to be annoying, I can go for the Mavis and the red EA combo, and I think that will be enough to not lose my reptile in the next round. But it probably doesn't matter. This game looks like a very, very simple win, because my opponent does have to waste energy for that Mavis. He gets a bleed on himself as well. Not sure why that is. I'm honestly not sure why that is. Goes for another revenge sword, doesn't kill the reptile. I mean, this must be a very annoying team to play against. And it's not like I can do much. It's not like I can do much. I can go for the telescope. I'll just play the telescope. And I do have the bubbles to finish him off in the next turn. A little bit of an unfortunate card draw, but what can you do? I did draw 2 daisies. So my hand was terrible. Okay, the cards that I'm getting are really not helping, but they should be somewhat enough to finish this game out. We are entering the Blood Moon, so in 2 turns my opponent will probably be closing this game out anyway. 46 health. He does have the Bloodlust for the heals, but I mean, there's only a limited amount of heal that you can get with 3 energy. Goes for the goldfish, goes for the risky fish. The goldfish got stuck. I mean, a bug it is. It goes for the gill with the bubble bomb, so he doesn't have bubbles anymore. And Blood Moon deals more damage to him, so just 1 damage card and we can close this game out. Any card will do. Let's go for the Soul Star for the effective 1000 damage, and that's gonna be it. Let's see what rank we end up at. I think we are already in Wolf. Yeah, Wolf 4 is the rank that I'm sitting at, so 1300 with just 2 games. And the game has released on mobile lately, so I think a lot more people will jump into the action, and we'll see how tough the competition gets. For now, that will be it. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily playthrough and content, and I will see you in the next one.